I have a crooked mouth, I'm noticing. You see? It goes that way. And my nose goes that way. I'm a crooked lady. And I am here today because I got something in the mail and I would like to share it. And I do not want to edit a video today. So I'm just going to record it live so I don't have to edit and upload to YouTube. First of all, I'm trying to, all right, hold on a second. I'm trying to fix this down here. I have this. It's a head on a stick. And I'm going to try to make a doll wig for this little, hey Jay, how are you? It's good to see you. I have a doll head on a stick here. And I was going to try to make a wig. And I've never done this before, but I forgot to put the plastic underneath. So I wonder if this is going to stick to her head. If it does, I guess I'll deal with it. I'll just glue the hair on top. I don't think it really should, but I can always get it off, I'm sure, because there is this, I'm sure it'll peel off, but I forgot that crucial step. So if you're going to try to make a doll head, remember to put the plastic wrap on first, and then put the oh crap, there's glue there, and then put the fabric over that. So, things have been this is just more par for the course for me because things have not been, I've got a lot of little things that keep going wrong. Like last night I fell on the stairs and I'm really lucky. I just twisted my ankle. I'm really lucky I didn't sprain it because I've fallen on stairs before and had a bad sprain. So that was awesome. And right this way. As you can see, that there's that's not going well back there with the sewing machine. So I got the feed dog part that I wanted, and that was like easy peasy squeezy just to replace. But then when I took it off originally, that also was easy, except I dropped one of the two screws inside the machine. So then I had to take the bottom of the machine off. And I got that out, and then I put the new part on. So that was, like I said, super easy. But when I started practicing the stitches, the stitch indicator, the stitch selector thing broke. It would only go to the left, my left, and I couldn't slide it back to the right. And it kept trying to stay on the hem stitch, the blind hem stitch, and it wouldn't go over, it wouldn't sit on the straight stitch. Yes, I had a little moment last night sitting at the bottom of the stairs with my poor foot, where I lamented the fact that things were not smooth sailing right now. So I was like, oh, my sewing machine is broken and I just twisted my ankle. Oh, so that was really funny. But so then I had to go online and download the service manual to see if I could figure out how to deal with that. And luckily I was able to purchase the service manual for this old 1973-74 model. But, it's a service manual and I'm not a mechanic, so I don't know how long it's going to take me to figure that out. Yeah, there's something wrong with it. And at this point, I don't know if I can fix it. There's like no computerized parts in there. It's like an old car, these old sewing machines. In theory, you can just keep parting them out and keep them going forever because they're all metal and stuff. But I don't know. I'm not a mechanic, but I might learn to become one. So that was annoying. I was like so excited. I was like, yay, I can finally sew. And then, I can still sew by hand, but, I've been trying to learn the sewing machine stuff because my hand hurts. So yes, so that was annoying. But what I really wanted to get on and show you guys was I got this doll in the mail. So this is a sleeping. Yeah, Jay, I have looked online for my There's a lot of singers. There's a lot of vintage singers online, but none for this one. There's parts for this one, and that I found like a PDF on a site that sells parts about how to take all the case off, like front and back and underneath for this one and on top. But I haven't been able to find any specific repairs for the 900s. This is a Futura 900, and I guess there was like a 920 after it or something. So it's kind of frustrating because it's not like, I guess like there's a ton of the ones from the 50s and stuff. But that's okay. If I can figure out how to do it, and now I have the service manual and stuff, I could conceivably keep this thing going for a while if I can figure it out. So, but yeah, it's annoying. Specifically when I can't figure out how to, I think I need to take the whole front part off, the front part, but that means I have to get that off, I need to take the hand wheel out. And then, because I can't see it, but you see the middle, this right here? I wanted to be able to take that off, but in the service machine manual, because something fell out from underneath it when I was, and then also, I don't think that's it though, but the thing that the selector slides across here, and I can see that part moving, and I can see this is what engages that. But there's no way to take, I haven't been able to figure out even with the service repair manual how to get this off. Maybe I don't need to, but there was like a spring attached under there, and I kind of, so, but I still don't even think that's the whole problem. It's this middle one. Oh, I'm backwards on this video cam. So I need to take the whole front part off and then look at everything again. It is a headache. I just want to sew. You know, I just want to be able to sew. We got challenges coming up, and I have naked dolls, and then I have this doll that I got. So I got her off of Macari for like $9. And she doesn't have her outfits in, it's just a Sleeping Beauty doll. I'm not exactly sure which one, but I think it might be the one that's like from 2018 or something that came with a ring in the box. She has the Barbie articulated arms and hands, but she has bend and click rubbered legs, bend and snap, and they're actually kind of loose. So, that's okay. But other than that, she's in really good shape. And somebody pierced her. So the seller, she didn't come with her clothes, so the seller put her in a Barbie dress. Yeah, she's really pretty, isn't she? And because I have the Maleficent doll, I wanted to get this one, although they're not the same. I don't think they're from the same, like, you know, not like a set or anything, because she's shorter than Sleeping Beauty, but Sleeping Beauty is wearing, don't fall please, Sleeping Beauty is wearing Barbie shoes, which I want to take off in a Barbie dress. In fact, I just want to, so it was cool that she came with the dress, but you know, I wanted to make a Sleeping Beauty outfits to go with a Maleficent outfit that I was still trying to finish. She smells like perfume. I don't want to really wash her because she's very clean, but she definitely smells like whatever the people had, perfume and disinfectant, which is, so she came with these earrings, so her ears aren't pierced, so they pierced her ears, which is fine, but I don't really like these earrings, so maybe I will have to make my own earrings for her. But I'm going to actually take her out of this dress really quick because it's leaving sparkles on her, and I don't, when you put like sparkly dresses, I've noticed on rubber legs, it sticks, and it's annoying to me. So, but it is a pretty, oh no, I just put my arm in my, oh shit. Look, I just put my arm in the glue. And I just dropped a shoe. That's great. Hold on a second. Everything. It's just such a cluttery mess over here. I talked to my two cousins today. And I don't know if you saw, but I had put up that video about the American Girl dolls that I need to fix for my cousin. So, but apparently they're so my cousins are in their 30s, and one of the AG dolls that's missing a leg belongs to the younger, and she had the older daughter, the older cousin, didn't have her hadn't had any kids until this year. And so the younger kid had the dolls, all of the sister's childhood dolls. And yeah, okay, so you know what I'm talking about. So one has like a rip in her belly, and the other one has missing an leg that needs to be restrung. So I was talking to both of the girls today, and I told the older one so the younger one had the dolls, and the younger sister's dog ate the doll, but the doll that was eaten actually belonged to her older sister. So today I was talking to the older sister, and I'm like, hey, did you know that I have your American Girl doll? Now she has a baby girl. So I was like, should it's broken. And she's like, what? And so I was like, should I, do you want that doll back? And, after I finish it, should it go to you instead of your sister? Because it was pretty funny. She's like, oh my God, so now I got the other sister in trouble. Because apparently one Christmas, the older sister was like, hey, where's my doll? It was a blonde one. She's like, and the younger sister's like, oh, she's like in a box somewhere, all the full while knowing that I had it because it was ruined. So I got her in trouble. So I'm in trouble. I'm a bad cousin, but the older cousin, she lives in Austria. So actually I'm going to give it to her mom who's in the States, and then she can either pick it up if she comes visiting in the summer, or because she doesn't trust customs, Jay. You might I don't know how good customs and shipping to England or the UK is, but I guess she didn't trust something like that going through she didn't trust something like that going through customs in Austria, but I don't know, So that's fine. I'll just ship it to her mother in South Carolina, and then when they can sort it out themselves. But yeah, so I probably got the younger sister in trouble. So, but I was like, oh, surely she's going to want it back now for her daughter, but now I have a lot of work to do to them to fix it up. So, oh yeah, what was I going to do? Oh yeah, let's grab this Barbie here. Okay. Let's grab Midge, because she has the same kind of articulated body but different legs. And let's see if this dress fits her, because she does not have rubber legs. And so, but yeah, so I'm a bad cousin, I guess. I got her in trouble. You get charged extra from customs sometimes. Yeah, I don't think she was worried about the cost so much as it getting lost. So, so this doll doesn't say Mattel on it or anything. It just says China on the head, and it just says Disney and China. But they look like they're a Mattel mold, like a body mold. But I guess what? Mattel doesn't have this license anymore. They got in trouble. So this should fit her though. Yeah. Oh well, I guess they'll get over it. And apparently there's another doll of hers that's also, so she gave me, apparently there's another AG doll that the dog got to, and I don't know if that one is, really damaged or not either, like how damaged it is, and that's another reason I want the sewing machine, because I don't want to try to have to hand stitch the body on if I need to fix it. Okay, so here's Midge in that cute dress. This dress, so it's cute and all, but my goodness, look at that. Would you ever, even if you had this perfect body, would you ever walk around in a dress like that? I would never, even when I was skinny when I was younger in high school, and I would never have dared to wear a dress like that. I mean, look you can't even hardly sit in that dress. I mean, so Jay hasn't had much packages from the States, but so far nothing is lost. Okay. I mean, but Austria is definitely a different country, and now definitely a different, because of Brexit. So they're different now. So it's not like I'm totally comparing apples to oranges, but or apples to apples. I'm comparing apples to oranges that used to be at the same grocery market and are no longer at the same grocery market. So I don't wonder if this fit another type of doll. I mean, it seems like it's a little gappy back here, or a little, I wonder if this would fit a different Barbie better. It's a really cute dress though. I don't know what it's from, or if it came on, which doll it came on, or, but yeah, this is very risque. You definitely need to be wearing, I don't know even what you would wear with that. I wonder what Barbie this went on. Maybe these are too hippie or something for it. I don't really have, oh, I guess I could try her on the Stony Clover doll. I could try it on the Stony Clover doll. Let's see if she's more narrow. I don't really know much about the different Barbies and the Barbie outfits and modern stuff anyway. So Jay, I haven't watched your Christmas videos yet, but I'm going to. I'm looking forward to those. Your Dollmas videos yet. So it was kind of quiet the last couple days, and I was kind of bummed that people didn't have a lot for me to watch. Oh yeah, I think this fits her better maybe. We'll see. Ooh. Well, maybe just slightly better. It's still gappy in the back. It's still a little gappy right here, but it does seem a little lower on the hip. So I guess Stony needs to wear it. Well, I don't have a petite doll yet. I want to get that, I want to get the Petite Looks doll. Jay, have you seen that the new Looks line is coming out on December 6th or something? Yeah, I think everybody's busy with the holidays, you know. It's been a little quiet. And I haven't really posted either. I haven't been posting. All right, we'll leave Stony in that because she doesn't have an outfit yet to wear. So I call her Stony since she's Stony Clover Lane. I could just call her Millie because I don't have any other Millies, but maybe I shouldn't have used tacky glue on this doll. It's taking kind of forever to dry. It's going to be very uneven, I can see. Yeah, I'm sure everybody's just like really busy with work and holiday stuff, and so I want to make some holiday. Yes, so let me see if I can find it. So I have it in my email probably still. Let's look. Or maybe not. So there's 3 new ones that are coming out. And it's probably on my phone. Let me see. I will find it. I'm not sure how I want to get all of them because I've decided I'm collecting this line. But I'm not sure how I feel about them. Barbie signature, Barbie Mattel. So there's going to be 3 new ones. There's a girl who looks like, oh, this is the brunette. Where is the actual signature looks? Not Barbie Mattel. Hold on a second. I'm sorry. Signature looks Mattel. Why isn't the actual Mattel website coming up the first thing? That should tell you. Okay, so there's 3 new ones. I got the notification. There was a countdown to buy them. So like the 6th or 7th or something. If I could find that email, I would show you for sure. Maybe it's on my phone. Saved on my phone still. Yes, okay. Creations.mattel.com. I'm going to... Can you see that? Oh, crap. No, I just lost my... That's not the right set of... I have so many tabs open. I'm trying to find the right grouping of tabs. Nope, that's not it either. Did I just close? Oh, God. No, I didn't. Here it is. There we are. Okay. So this is not a very good, obviously this isn't very good, but you can see it if you go to creations.mattel.com. She already got them? Oh my gosh. Well, so I don't know how I feel about them. Like, I think that the guy is cool because she put up a review today. Oh, I'm so gonna have to go look. I follow her, so so it's launching December 7th. Okay. I for sure want the guy. And I like the blonde because I think so. I like the blonde because I like her hair better than the petite Asian one in the first wave, who I also want to get. I think that the African American girl is really pretty, but I'm not into fantasy hair. I mean, I like fantasy hair, don't get me wrong, but I prefer more natural hair. And I don't really like the silver. I don't know. I think the clothes are okay, but they're not as cute as the first wave. But I do want to get the male because, you know, there aren't enough good Kens out there, and he's cool with his long hair and stuff. He's supposed to be like a rocker boy inspired guy. So okay, I guess the redhead is a petite. And the blonde isn't a petite, but she looks it in that picture. I guess she's not though, but I really do like that blonde. So I'll probably end up getting all of them. I'm kind of bummed there's not a curvy in this one, but we'll see what they do maybe at the rest of the second half of the year. They're so I guess my favorite out of this group is the Ken, and I don't know when I can get them and stuff, but I kind of was like, honey, you should lend me my Christmas money so I can get these while they're still $20. You know, because I don't want to have to do what I'm doing with the first wave. And oh, you found the first wave African American guy? Yay! Where did you get him from, Jay? I'm sorry, I'm trying to there was a gap forming at the bottom. I'm trying to even this out as I put too much glue on this. Not a gap, I mean a ridge of, because it was puddling at the bottom. It doesn't need to be smooth, I guess, because the hair is going to stick to it. But you got them on Amazon UK? Did you have to pay, like, were they like way extra, or were they was he like close to the original price, or was he on sale or something? It's like, I have I've propped this doll up, this head on a like a popsicle, not a popsicle. It's one of those metal, God, I've lost my mind. It is a wooden dowel rod that I got in a bag of stuffing to help you push, you know, the stuffing into whatever project you're working on. They were close to original price. Yeah, I'm still holding out for hope that I can get them on Mattel again for $20 at some point. I'm hoping, I usually get a little nice Christmas treat from my father. I'm hoping he spoils me again this year, and then I can use that for dolls. But yeah, I have this. This is my holder to a Gutermann thread spool and like a Coates and Clark one, and I just, oh, I'm jealous. I want that Latina one. I can't find her. I can't. Yeah, I guess I really want all of them. And then I just saw today, I watched that Lissa had gotten the blonde boy model number whatever he is from the looks, and he was so handsome on her video. I was like, oh, I want to get him too. I'm not really, I don't know. I don't really have a lot of until I get all this crap out of this room, I don't really have a lot of doll display space. And so I'm not really, I don't really have, I mean, that and the prices, I can't really just like buy a ton of dolls, but, and I do want to get a lot more of the vintage ones rather than the new ones, but I for sure would like to just at least have one newer line that I'm collecting, and it's going to be the looks. So I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. Why they only released 3 when the original line had 6. I wasn't like really looking at Barbie at that time when they released the looks, so I don't know if they did it like that, if they staggered it, or if they had released all 6 of them at once. Do you know the answer to that, Jay? So I am going to try to, I really wanted to try to get that, I really wanted my machine to work because, you know, that little head that I'm going to make the wig for, I wanted to make Cindy Lou Who, and I've got this pink knit material, and I want to use, be able to do the zigzag stitch and use the right ball pointed tip needles so that I can actually work with knit fabric so it doesn't roll up or split when it's stretched. You believe they released the 6 at once. Okay. So, so yeah, that's it. And I got your reply. I'm sorry I've been, I'm having, things have been difficult. And, so I'm not as good as I was about keeping on top of everything. But I did see your reply on my, the green fabric I bought for Nightmare. And no, you were not correct, Jay. That was not, but it was a good guess. But that is not what I'm going to use it for. I'll be surprised if anybody guesses what it's going to be for. But because it's a more obscure character in the movie. So I really want to get that started too. And again, I wanted to not hand sew it, but oh well, it is what it is. If I have to hand sew, I have to hand sew. It's just that it hurts my wrist and you're stumped. I don't know if I should give away the secret. I could tell you the secret because not a lot of people watch these lives back, and the people that do. So do you remember in the movie, the guy that actually, this mad scientist who actually created Sally? And then he gets very annoyed with her because she's not taking care of him, and she's off like spending too much time with Jack and everything else. And so he decides that he's going to make himself a way better assistant. And so he creates a blonde assistant, and he puts half of his brain in her so that they share the same brain. I used to know her name. What is her name? I have to look it up now. I've forgotten it already. My brain is yes. Dr. Finkelstein is the mad scientist. And yes, so he creates, at the end of the film, Finkelstein deciding that Sally is too much of a handful, creates a wife for himself using a portion of his own brain, which he names Jewel. So I am going to make Jewel Finkelstein. And so I have some ideas, and I looked up how to make the type of hat she wears, or what I think is more appropriate, because the hat she wears is kind of like, in the movie, it's sort of like mushy, like. So I'm going to try to make a pillbox hat, and then I need to make the dress. So that's what I'm doing. Jewel Finkelstein. And I'm not sure that, I was going to do her on a Blythe body, because I have a short-haired blonde Blythe, French trench. So I'm going to put it on French trench. And so she's not going to look exactly like Finkelstein, but she'll be, wearing Finkelstein's outfit. And then I cut off all my hair. It was down below my butt, and I cut it off. So, but it's a disaster right now. So forgive the gross hair. I'm not used to having hair. I've had hair of every single length. I've had it like completely buzzed off, and I've had it spiky at the top and buzzed on the sides with a long tail in the 80s. And I've had the big 80s permed hair, and I've had every length of hair. So, so I'm going to have some surgery coming up at some point. It's either at the end of this month or early next month. And, I didn't want to have to deal with my long ass hair, so I cut it off. Yeah, I was like, I don't want to have to go into the salon and, well, I just cut it off. I could have gone through and, so it's shoulder length now. I could have gone through and I could have like, evened it up and like, point cut the edges so it looked better, but I was like, I'll do all that after. So that was the big, so this week I cut my hair. I got a new doll. My sewing machine got fixed and then broke, and I fell down the stairs. Yeah. So I got my cousin in trouble. What else did I do? That's it really. I haven't done much sewing or anything because I've been monkeying around with this machine and spending all my time looking at sewing machine repair videos and how to clean and oil a machine. And so, but I want to make, all right, Jay, what do you think? So first of all, how do we feel about these? So in the movie, her hair, the curl is actually in the front and then it goes to the side on one side. And all the dolls stick it on the outside, like on the edge, because it would be really too hard. But it just looks so bad. Like you got fed up with yours and just put it in a ponytail at the nape of your neck and cut it off. That's usually how I do it. But I tried to be, so I was trying to save, I need to like wash the hair. I saved the ponytails I cut off. I want to try to donate it to like, because it was so long. So I did it in 4 ponytails, and then to maximize length, apparently they said don't do it in just 1 ponytail because then you lose some of the length when you're for donation. So they're downstairs and I need to wash them and dry them, and then I can download the forms and then mail them to like a cancer thing that does wigs for kids. So in fact, it might be called Wigs for Kids. So I'm going to do that. But yeah, so I don't know how I feel about this thing. Like, I paid $9 for her without her dress. She doesn't have all of her stuff. She's not new in box. Does it really matter if I cut off her hair because I don't like it and just keep her with bangs? Rosie cut off her hair and donated, or Rosie cut off the doll's hair? What are we talking? I'm sorry, I'm going all over the place. I mean, I like if the curl was in the middle, like it actually, because I'm a original movie purist. So that is so nice of them. That is really nice of them. Good for her. Well, if Rosie did it, then I definitely have to do it, not just let them sit downstairs. So I'll wash them off, and because they want clean, dry hair, so I'll wash them like I would with like a hanky yarn or something, like yeah, not a skein, but a hank. And then I will dry them, and when they're dry, I'll mail them off. But oh my God, Rosie is so nice. Did she get that idea herself, or was the school doing something, or? My son has shoulder length hair, so now we look like twinsies, but he's not doing it because he's selfish. He wants to keep his hair. He won't let me cut it. And I'm always like, oh, it's time to cut it. So, I mean, I don't care if he has long hair, but it's like really difficult. His hair is curly, not like mine. And so it's and really, really, really thick. And, he has a hard time keeping it tangle free. And so I just like, because he used to have it way below his shoulders. And I'm like, no, you're not taking care of your hair properly. We're cutting it off. It'll be so much easier. Wow. Rosie just seems so mature for her age. And so, I don't know, she just seems like a little old soul, like very bright, really clued in, like socially, really, she just seems very mature and like an old soul. And smart. She seems very bright, and she's so cute. She just got it all. You're very lucky, Grandma. They also raised 500 pounds for the charity even. Wow. Oh, I wish this doll didn't stink like She smells like perfume and Febreze, but I don't want to have to take the time to wash her because she's clean. Yeah, Rosie's pretty special, I think. So yay or nay, cut this off? You should be. And she seems so much like you too. That must be gratifying as well, that you guys get to share share a lot, and you're together and you get to share a lot. Like, I always regret that, if I always lived several states away from my grandmother after I was like 8. And so we could only see her once a year. And I always regretted that, like, if I had been closer to her, there's no way I would have not been taught to sew on that machine. And I would have learned how to knit, because I would try on my own, learn how to knit for years. And I just couldn't do it until YouTube, because I'm just not good with diagrams, which is why I'm really irritated with that service manual. It's going to take me forever to figure that out. But I am a visual learner. So if I see somebody doing it, I pick it up right away. So once I found YouTube knitting videos, I picked it up like super quick, because you could just like watch it, freeze it. I was just telling that to Marna in a comment, because she's trying to learn to knit now. And I was like, that's what I did as soon as the YouTube came out, because I taught myself how to crochet from books, and I wasn't very good with that for a long time. And then once I, even though I knew how to crochet, I made a lot of mistakes and stuff. And then when I first started on YouTube, I looked up crochet videos, and then I was like, I like honed my crochet skills in, and then I just couldn't figure knitting out. It was like with Marna, when you drop a stitch, it's like, what the heck do you do, And but if my grandmother had been closer, I mean, she would have, I would have been doing it from a lot younger age. And the sewing too, I would have been over there pestering her to use her machine. And so, it's awesome that you get to be with Rosie, and so okay, so you think, I know, but I don't want to wash it because I'm too lazy. I mean, I just don't feel like washing her. Maybe I will. If I get some energy, I'll do it. But I will maybe cut. If you think it's okay to cut it off, I don't know. Or if they had like made the fringe, because in the movie, the fringe actually goes up on top of the head. The animation is actually on top of the head and curled like this on top. You can't see it with my fingers. It's actually in the middle, not on the side. So it's not even accurate. So why do I need to keep it? They just like threw it on. I'm sure it's just because it was way easier to manufacture it this way, but it's just not even, she didn't have a side curl. It was swooped in the middle and then around. But she's super pretty. I really, really like her. She's so pretty. I saw her and I was like, oh my gosh. I need her for my Maleficent doll. But see, I can't see if you can see it, but because of that dress, she's got sparkles stuck to her rubber legs. So I might have to wash her anyway to get this. I mean, I could probably use a baby wipe and get that off. When I bought a vintage or a used Takara Blythe, the person had her in some kind of like, I think homemade. It wasn't a stock outfit. It wasn't a Blythe outfit. Had her in some kind of this white sparkly ass dress, and the sparkles got everywhere. It's on the floor over there now because I hate it, and it fell and I didn't bother to retrieve it. It's not on the doll. But I did. It took me I had to wash her to get the sparkles off her legs. So I might have to wash her anyway. All right, Jay says to cut it off. Jay says it's okay to cut it off, huh? But so it's actually like her it's actually different. It's actually not the same. It's not the same as her fringe. It's actually part of the rooting on the side as I look at it. So I wonder if I could style it differently. Like, I wonder if I could style it as a side curl, but then so that it's not like popping up on her head, but then she's still awkward. I don't know. That's an unfortunate design choice that they made. Because she's already, look, see, it's literally part of this fringe here. Yeah. Trying to figure out how it's rooted here. Yeah, it's definitely rooted in the same place as her. Well, no. Oh, it's just awkward as heck. I want to ask you about all your doll stuff, but it's all in your videos and I haven't seen them yet. Have you started preparing for Christmas? All right, I'll brush it out first and then I might just have to keep it as an odd side curl. It just looks so weird. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Look how weird it is. But her face is gorgeous. Oh my gosh. And her hair is so thick. I'm just sitting here stroking the hair. You know how it is with the dolls, right? You just sit here and... So I don't have any other dolls coming. I am in a dry spell right now. And I wanted to like catch up on all the sewing for all the dolls, but... What kind of sewing machine? So I am writing down, if I can't get my... Oh, is your shoulder still hurting you? I was hoping it would have, a kink would have been worked out by now and you would be feeling better. But Jay, you need to tell me what sewing machine you have, because if I can't get this machine going, I'm going to have to start shopping for machines. And so I'm like asking everybody what they use. Are you still knitting at night though? Because I remember in your last video that I saw, you were like at least knitting at night in bed so that you could do something. You got all these challenges coming up too. Did you see a doctor about it, or are you just like waiting for it to go away? I have a million questions, apparently. So, a basic brother. Okay. It's funny because as I've been looking into these, oh, come on, pen. You're still knitting. As I've been looking into like the old singers, I found a Facebook group that is devoted to collecting and refurbishing Singer sewing machines, and they all say that they would rather have an old, like they're diehards, they would rather have old sewing machines and use those than any new ones, and especially Singer. They say that Singer went to hell in the 90s after their quality went to heck after I guess they were bought out. So I don't know if really what is true about new Singers. So I'm kind of curious for anybody who uses Singers, to new ones, to see what they think about them. You're just waiting for it to heal. I mean, it might do on its own, right? So yeah. Are you putting heat on it and taking like ibuprofen or acetaminophen and stuff? Or ice on it? Basic, so a brother machine. So why do you prefer the brother over the Singer? I mean, I don't have the money right now to buy a new sewing machine, but I might be able to find something used or save up. So, or maybe I'll be lucky and I will be able to get my, I'll be able to fix that one. I might be able to figure it out. That's right. I forget. That's right. You have the back issue. Living with pain is so difficult. I mean, it's exhausting, and you learn coping mechanisms and you learn to have a high pain tolerance, but it's still rough. So yeah. I just haven't gotten to anything. I feel bad. It just wasn't quite right. Do you have it sitting there as a backup, or did you sell it? I wonder if I could, yeah, I mean, I could start looking for used ones. But before that, I'm going to give it the old college try, and I'm going to try to learn how to become a mechanic. It's filthy inside there too. And what's funny is I was talking to my mom about it, and I was like, okay, well, this machine has definitely been worked on before in its past, because the screws on the inside have evidence of being stripped. You know, like people have been like in there because the screw lines aren't like crisp, but they're actually like nicked and stuff from people trying to force screwdrivers and stuff. And my mom was like, I was like, oh, I guess they went to a rough-handed technician. And my mom was like, oh no, I'm sure it was Granddad. I'm sure he got in there. And he's like, and then he probably couldn't get them off, and he probably got all pissed and was like, I can't, you take it to a repairman, dear. I can't do it's just really funny. Because my grandfather was a pistol, let's just say that. So my mom, though, was assured that the bruised up and dented screws were my granddad's fault, not the fault of a bad mechanic. You have it. Oh, you didn't sell it. You have it as a backup. Yeah, because like if I had chosen to take that into somebody, it would have been like 2 weeks or more, because they would have said, oh, well, it needs to be cleaned and it's going to cost $70 for that. And it needs to be oiled. And this part isn't working, so you're going to need to replace the part, and I'm going to have to buy the part, and the part is $35. And then you're going to have to wait for that to get shipped to me, and then for me to put it on my schedule and put it back together. So it would have been like forever to get it repaired, which is why I wanted to do it myself. Yeah, my husband is not mechanical in any way, shape, or form. That is not his specialty. It's so he, and the one time I did try to fix something, when we first moved into this house, it's from 1950, and it had an old style porcelain sink with a board, a porcelain drying board on the side. It was like all one piece, and it was all like, shot to hell. And it had an old style sink faucet from like the 50s with the two knobs and stuff. And it was leaking. And so I thought, oh, I just need to get in there and put in a new washer. So when I got in there to try it, the parts were so old, the whole thing just broke. And then I couldn't replace the sink. And I didn't have a countertop. The countertop was specifically built, and we have these old metal cabinets from like the 50s or whatever too. So the whole thing was a nightmare. I was without a sink for like months, and then we got the sink replaced. And to do that, though, we had to hire a guy. I had to buy a cabinet or countertop, and then I got a small sink. We don't even have a dishwasher here. And to get him into the metal cabinets, there wasn't enough room. And so I had to have the guy cut out part of one of the drawers, the metal drawers, and then like put that in there and then fuse the drawer together so nobody could open it. So it just became decorative. So it's like, sometimes I like not wasting old things. I really do. I really like the fact that something like this is, as long as you can find the parts, it can keep going for years and years and years because it's not computerized. And I really like that from a green standpoint, because it sews. It can sew everything. It can do everything. It's got a buttonholer. It's built in to do everything that a modern machine with a computer can do. But at the same time, I just want to freaking be able to sew. And I just wish I had the money to just throw down and buy a machine, or, and just, so it's a conundrum. And I never have like the newest car, even if I could afford one. I usually drive my cars until they die, because again, I don't like to. I drove my grandmother's car until the bottom literally was so rusty that they could barely get it up on. So I was driving it one day and the brakes went out. And it didn't even have 100,000 miles on it yet, but it was from like 1992. And we were driving it, and luckily I was close to home because the brakes went out. And then so I limped home. And when we had it hauled over to the mechanic, and they were like, yeah, it was the whole entire bottom is so rusty, we're afraid to even put it up on the joist because it could fail. And I was like, and it sucked because everything else was working great in that car still. And if I could have just replaced the brakes, I could have kept driving it for another 100,000 miles, it was so. But yes, I love modern cars. It's so nice, but you don't buy computerized. Do they even offer non-computerized machines anymore? I guess I really need something super basic then, huh? This is a whole new world I'll have to look at, but if I can't get this thing up and running again. And if I had, there's like a ton of stuff for the Singer sewing machines that are like the featherweights or the ones from the 50s. There's like a crap ton of them out there, and there's a crap ton of videos on how to fix those. But again, not so much this era, this style of machine. It's not, there's not many out there. There's a few for sale every once in a while, but I don't see like, I just don't see repair videos on them. And so, and the repair thing is just a nightmare. Let's see if I can, I don't even know if I could display capture, display, no. How could I get it onto here? Nope, that's the other, oh, I'll just put it on this, monitor and we'll be able to see it. I'll show you. I'll show you what I'm up against. Let's just, nope, not that one. It's this window. What is that nag up there? Try the new Safari. No, I don't need the new Safari. Anyway, so here, I don't know if this is showing up on my screen now. Let me see. Let's see if it's showing up. Oh, I've lost the other. Let's put this down. Oh, yeah, it is. So can you see that? You can see the two wheels on the very top. Yeah, you can see the wheels on the top thing here. So the second wheel is the part that I need to, the second wheel on the top, not the one with the bar on it, the one that still has its dial attached, but the one that's next to it with the dial off. That whole area, that's where the one with the dial off is the problem in this picture. So I need to try to figure out what the heck. And then what's the other problem is like, it's really difficult. So this picture, okay, so the picture on the bottom right-hand corner, that's the picture that, this one, that's the actual area that's messed up. So, but they don't actually show like how to get that plastic part off, and they don't, because I know something fell out from under there. So maybe if I can take the front cover off, the A1 is like the slider indicator to tell you what stitch you're on. I don't know what, but anyway, what's annoying too is they don't have the instructions are on this different page than the diagram. So I'm gonna have to like open up two different windows with the PDF and then try to like read and match the parts over and over and over again, and try to figure out what to do and see if I can figure out, like, understand what it's saying. And but that whole thing, that whole part is broken, and there's got to be something. Anyway, there's got to be something on, let's see if I can go back to, no, there we go. So there's got to be some way to fix that. I know there's got to be a way to fix it. Whether I need a new part or not is another thing, but I mean, it is complicated. But then, like, when I was watching, there's a guy on YouTube who fixes old machines named AndyTube, and I was watching him work on unsticking a different pattern selector, but again, it was like on one of the 1950s machines. And when he explained all the parts and everything, and you could see him doing it, it was like, oh, I get it. Like, I understand how these things move together now, and I understand what you're talking about. But when you're just trying to go off a diagram like that, and you don't have somebody to actually show you it moving in the machine, it's like, freaking complicated. So fingers crossed that I can figure it out, because yeah, after having tasted the life of a sewing machine sewist, I'm reluctant to try to do outfits again by hand, but I will. And again, much of that is for pain, but it takes you 2 seconds to sew a straight seam on a machine, and it takes a couple minutes to sew it. And then if you multiply that, over and over and over again, it's frustrating. And since I'm not having a lot of like commission work right now, I was like, I need to like try to figure out a way to fund my hobby. And so, if I could make a few things for dolls and sell them online and get a few bucks to help, fund my doll habit, or buy fabric with or something, that would help. So, and I don't feel confident to sell stuff that I make with hand sewing, but I would feel confident to make stuff with professional stitches. Not that I expect I'll sell a lot of things, because, I've done the handmade sales both with jewelry and knitting and stuff before, and it's easier to sell jewelry. Let's just put it that way, especially in person. I used to do a lot of craft fairs and sell a lot of jewelry. So I want to get back to all of that, but I was going to clean my whole office, and then I was going to have my jewelry table freed up, and I had all these plans, and then my plans went sideways this month. So, but I've been watching Tammy's sister tapping flamingo, and every time I watch her jewelry videos, I'm like, oh, I want to start making jewelry again too. So it's kind of crazy. And I want to sew my mother an Instant Pot cover, and I picked out some fabric on AliExpress, but I don't want to hand sew that because that'd be a lot of stitches. So again, I want the sewing machine to be fixed. But I don't know. Do you have any big plans craft-wise this week coming up, Jay, or for videos or big dolls hauls that you're excited for or anything? Or are you just nursing your shoulder? Yeah, her jewelry is really, really pretty. But I did jewelry for years. So it's funny because I'm friends with, I became friends with Tammy on Facebook. And when I became friends with Tammy on Facebook, it was funny because we had a whole bunch of the same jewelry people in common. And I was like, oh, we have a lot of mutual friends. They're all jewelry people, because I was like really doing jewelry hardcore when my son was little. When do your grandkids have their school holidays and stuff this month? When does that happen? Are you going to have a house full, and are you going to be cooking like crazy and stuff? I was trying to make a skirt pattern. I did make this for Blythe, but I kind of made the what are they called? The darts. I made them pretty random instead of like putting them on the princess seam. So I'm going to redo it with the paper pattern with the actual darts in the right place. Because you can just make a skirt by just throwing darts in there anywhere you want. But I thought, I should just standardize it. I made it, oh shoot, I just lifted up I just messed that up. But anyway, I made it a little bit too big, and I don't have the darts. I have the darts on her sides instead of in the front. Oh, you do the Christmas Eve dinner. What do you serve for Christmas Eve? This doesn't actually need to be on there. So I have to tell you that I used to be a vegan. I'm a vegetarian right now. And the only thing I miss, other than salmon, really, the only thing that I really miss is Yorkshire pudding, roast beef and Yorkshire pudding. I would have that every year for Christmas. Hello, Lynette. And that is the one thing I I really miss being a vegetarian is my Yorkshire pudding and my roast beef Christmas dinner. I never ate roast beef any other time of the year except for deli sandwiches, but that we had to have a roast beef for Christmas every year. So I could make the Yorkshire pudding, but then I don't know what I would do. You get when you make it with the roast beef, you get those yummy pan drippings, right? So you have turkey. I always was like, because we have Thanksgiving here and Thanksgiving is turkey day, I didn't like to double it up. So I was always like, no, you must have Thanksgiving is turkey and you must have roast beef on Christmas. And now my husband gets nothing because I don't cook meat anymore. So alas for him, he is not a vegetarian. So he suffers. Yeah, he suffers, poor guy. And we used to go to my cousins, but not with the pandemic. So everybody lives close enough for you to do visiting, huh? That's really nice. We don't have any relatives. We didn't. Well, now my cousin, but she's like 2.5 hours away from me now. But for years we didn't have any family nearby. So years and years we were the only ones. The closest family is 4 hours away, which is both a blessing and a curse. Because sometimes, you're happy that they can't be over up on your stuff all the time, bugging you. But at the same time, it's a bummer when you need them or want to see them and you just can't. So I don't know if I showed this in the other video, but I decided I wasn't happy with the, I'm trying to keep this dolly themed. So, oh, that's nice of your son. I cut the back out of this Maleficent dress. You can't see it because it's black, but I took out the seam from the gore on up, and I'm going to cut the collar in half and then finish the edges of the collar so that I can make a back closing, because I didn't like the way it was opening. And then when I get around to it, I'm going to get some black and purple. I'm going to get some purple fabric and maybe a different kind of black fabric. I'm going to try again, but I want this one to fit her better. So, and the only reason I switched it from a back fastening to a front fastening is because I didn't want to cut the collar. I didn't want to have a split collar, but I just think it's going to have to happen. So I should unpick the sleeve while I'm at it too and set it in better. It looks terrible. But anyway, so that's it. Just a little dolly news. I'm glad you stopped by to chat because I'm here alone today. And so it's nice to do a dolly chat. Yeah, I'm mainly just bitching about my sewing machine being down. That's really... You saw a dress the other day that had a hood and they had an opening in the back, but no split in... Was that for a doll, Jay? Like a Blythe or something? Or a Rainbow High or something? Because I'm wondering how that works. Like, I mean, I guess if the hood is big enough at the neckline. So how does that help? So it would still be like opening part of the way, but if it was covering up, but if the neck hole was tight, and then so the hood would still be constricting it, right? So, no, Rainbow High, I could get over those hips, right? Because, oh, where's my Rainbow High? My poor pieces of my Rainbow High. I'm hoping there's going to be some after Christmas sales where I can get another Rainbow High. And then I'll just use the body that went to this head as a dress form until I customize the other heads I have. Yeah, I don't know how that works. Like, I believe you that it works, but my brain can't make it work in my head. The neck was split at the front. Come here. Come here. That's the neighbors. Come here. They're not here. Come here. Come see me. Come here. Come here. Come here and give me love. Come here. Let's say hi to Jay. Hi, Jay. This dog, she hears the neighbors outside and freaks out. Yes, you do. You freak out. Let's say hi to Jay. Can she see you? There. What are you doing here? Oh, you're a dirty dog. Yes. The neck was split at the front, she says. She says? That's how it worked. Yes. Yes. What do you think? You don't need to. And it was a knit fabric. Okay. Sabrina, what do you think? You think that would work? Yeah. Are you shaking like a leaf? Yeah. Jay, your dog's not enough in your videos, I have to tell you. Your dogs aren't enough in your videos. I want to see all the doggies. Yeah. We want to see all the doggies, don't we? Yeah, so your mouth is so gross. We have to get your teeth cleaned. So our vet's here. I don't know if it's the same for you, but the veterinarian, we took them in on the 30th of November to get their shots, and then I wanted the doctor. I knew because her breath started to stink that she had dirty teeth, and I know that Chihuahuas, you have to keep up on their teeth cleanings because they lose their, I don't want her to lose all of her teeth. I have to have them pulled. And she's 3, so I was like, uh-oh. I've had a Chihuahua before, so I know. I'm like, uh-oh, her teeth are dirty. So we scheduled, hey, Ellie. So we scheduled her teeth cleaning, but the vet's offices are so backed up, she can't go until March. That's like ridiculous. I wasn't mad at the guy or the vet or anything. They bark if you let them in. Is that true? Get barky. I have the Shih Tzu Ladybug. Hey, Ladybug, stop eating your foot. Come here. Come here. Come see me. Come here. Come here. Come here. Want to say hi? She's like, no, I don't want to say hi. I'm busy eating my feet. Come here. Come. I can't reach your belly if you're in your crate over there. You got to come over here. Oh, now the Chihuahua's jealous. Maybe if I can lure her out later, but my half Shih Tzu, she's been over there licking her feet to death. It drives me absolutely nuts. I was just showing, maybe Ellie knows about this dress because she is the Barbie master. So I got this Aurora doll off of a used website here, Mercari. I got this doll, Ellie, and she came in, the seller pierced her ears and put on these handmade earrings, which I could probably do a better job, so maybe I'll make her some different. But she came in this dress that was a Barbie dress, and so I stuck it on the Stony Clover doll, and I'm wondering if you know who it goes to. The Barbie master. Yes, you are. 4 dogs in your house at the moment. 2 of them are yours, and who are the other 2 dogs? Are they all yours, or? So I had to take it off the Aurora doll because the Aurora doll has rubber bend and snap legs, and the sparkles were sticking to it. It was driving me nuts. And probably some from her original outfit too, but so I stuck it on this Stony doll. But yeah, I don't know what that dress came from. Are they big dogs or little dogs? Come here, Ladybug. Ladybug, come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come. No, come here. You don't want to? You're old and comfortable. I just want to give you a kiss. Come here. Come here. Can Mommy have you? She says, no, Mommy cannot have me. Dax and Indy's mom. I can't tempt my dog out right now for love. Right before they changed the face of Barbie to the Millie face we know now, a fashionista before. Okay, well, that's interesting to know. I asked Jay, and Jay, I'm going to ask you too. So the question I have is this, with this Aurora doll, I got her, so she came without her original costume in her box and everything, just in that the seller put a Barbie outfit on her, but I'm not fond of this curl that's on the side of her head because that's not even accurate to the movie, So, and Jay suggested I cut it just and make it part of the fringe, and I was agreeing with that, but then I looked at where it had rooted, and it looks like it's actually rooted as her hairline, not as her fringe. And so then I was like wondering, then Jay and I thought maybe we should just not cut it, but then brush it out into the rest of her hair. So what is your opinion? What do you think I should do? Do you agree with Jay? Do you think I should cut it as a fringe, or should we just try brushing it first, like Jay thought? Very yappy. You know, everybody says that little dogs, and especially a lot of like guys who, oh, little dogs are so yappy, you can't stand that. Well, big dogs are just as barky. It's just that they bark just as much, and it's just as loud, if not louder, and woof woof, or ar, you know. So it's like, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, if it had in the movie, the curl I was telling Jay, the curl is actually in the middle, so it's actually part of the fringe in the middle, and it curls. It would curl like, so if this part had been curled, then it would have been accurate. If this part was curled, that would have been accurate to the movie, but probably harder to do on the factory floor. Okay, so we're agreeing that we should wash it and straighten it and brush it into the rest of the hair and see if it will be hidden that way. So, did you get your action man? Did you get him all? I saw that you had started the customization. Did you finish him on your Insta? I saw. Did you get him all finished and stuff? Because I was telling Jay it seemed like we were in a oh, braiding it in. That's a good idea. He is repainted but has no pants yet. So I was telling Jay that there seemed to be probably because of the holidays and stress and everything else, but there hasn't been as many doll videos lately. Because I've been waiting to see what you do with your guy. I've been waiting to see his final look. And then the only other thing you missed is that I was complaining to Jay about the state of my sewing machine, which I'm trying to fix up. You want to show him, but kind of finished. You never figured out who his head was yet? You never figured out who the head donor was on that? Okay, cool. Yeah, I still have that Disney Tinkerbell head that I want to repaint, but if I want to do a serious job, I need to find some kind of a sealer and possible primer. And I don't want to use Mr. Super Clear. No toxic shit for me right now. Thank you very much. So, and I keep wondering, like, you know, there is primer and stuff that sticks to plastic and vinyl, but it's not doll specific. It's like, you know, in the hardware store for all kinds of vinyl and stuff, but I never see any doll customers using anything like that. And I just don't know why. Is it because they want the tooth so that they can use their pencils and stuff? Or is it... Yeah, I mean, I'd probably still use paints, but I just don't know. I mean, I got my degree in art, so, and I took a lot in fine art. I got a BFA in drawing, and I took a lot of painting classes as part of my fine arts degree. And, you know, so I'm not afraid to get in there with a brush, but it seems like everybody is, there are very serious people who repaint only with paint. It is just really hard with paints only. Well, I mean, it's hard to get like a good blush, like, because you have to work in really thin layers and dab it off and put it on and dab it off. And it is way easier with pastels, right? But so what is the point though if okay, so like when I did the when I did the scary doll, I did the paint on her face. I didn't prime her. and the paint chipped off, and it was acrylics on vinyl, but it was really peeling off on the hard plastic because I didn't sand it or anything before I did it. But I'm like, people have been painting dolls for like decades before Mr. Super Clear, right? So what the heck did they use? So this is what's been driving me nuts. And then if I got like an industrial, like if I bought something in the hardware store that's supposed to stick to vinyl, it's probably only comes in white or gray or something. And I mean, these dolls aren't painted with pencils. They're painted with, sprayed on acrylic paint. So what do they use? What do the factories use when they put this on to make it stick? Like, do they have a special paint blend that, a special plastic paint that's got some kind of primer in it that helps stick to vinyl? Or is it? So I think it would be, yeah, I'll definitely have to. So then I saw people, so like one lady did a BJD with, well, Jay, I don't think you're rubbish at doll painting, first of all. And secondly, the more you do something, the better you get, right? So if you just keep, I mean, you can only get better. But I think I loved your repaint so far. So, and then the only other thing I'm concerned about is like, well, what if it sinks into the paint, into the vinyl and bleeds? Because didn't you have some problems with that? Yeah, I wish we knew what their secret sauce was, because, and then I thought, I don't see a lot of people. So the one thing I wanted to try was not just regular acrylics, but all the people that paint minis, all the miniature painters who do for like gaming, tabletop gaming and stuff, they all paint plastic. So what do they use? They use the paint, the Warhammer paint or whatever, the paints for their figures. They don't just use, they're more expensive and they're in those small bottles, but maybe that would stick better to the vinyl than just regular acrylic paints, because those are made for modeling. So I was going to look at those. And the other thing is people don't, so like the one thing I would say about painting on something, when I did that other doll, the witch doll, where is she? Where are you, witch doll? Are you over here? No, that's just the Topalides. Oh, where did she go? She might be still in a box because I was moving stuff around. Anyway, so the key to that doll was lots and lots of thin layers. So, and I know, because I was using really watery layers, I know on that doll, I'm pretty sure on that doll that the, hold on a second. It's over here. Maybe not. Nope, she's lost in another box. I don't know where she is. I thought she was in that box because I had to move when I moved everything over when I was trying to rearrange and put up doll shelves over here and stuff before I didn't feel well and stopped. So she's in a different box. But her face was very ruddy because I was using red and black and white only. And it changed the whole complexion of her face without me doing a base coat. So I'm sure some of the red sunk into the vinyl. So, I really don't care about doing something like that on a common Barbie or the head or something that's not valuable. I don't want it to bleed though. But I don't know. So it's just, the Blythes are different because they've got that hard plastic, right? They did. Okay, so you did try them and they didn't grip to the plastic well. So why do they grip to model figures, but they don't grip to is it because it's a different type of plastic maybe? Or do we need to scuff it up first? Or, but so there was a YouTube video by somebody who was doing a BJD, like an expensive BJD. And they took Liquitex matte varnish, the acrylic, Fine Arts brand Liquitex. They use primers too. Yeah, so if I went out to the hardware store and I got a paint primer, hey Marna, hi. We're talking about doll face-ups right now because I have a doll I want to do, and we're just talking about like trying not to use Mr. Super Clear, and we're just chatting about paints versus pencils and how to get things to stick without using Mr. Super Clear because I need to avoid really toxic things. And so we were just talking, but I saw there's a video on YouTube here where the lady has a BJD, like an expensive resin one, and she got the Liquitex matte sealer from the Fine Art Liquitex brand, and she took a really, really smooth makeup sponge that had no, and then she dabbed it on in really thin layers and did several coats so that it kind of made same kind of texture as a Mr. Super Clear. So I was thinking of trying that, but Liquitex stuff is kind of expensive, and you know, maybe with holiday money or something, I might, and a good coupon to Hobby. Well, I don't shop Hobby Lobby. Maybe with a good coupon to Joann's or Michael's or something, I could get it, and then I could try that out. I don't know if that would work on a vinyl doll, or if it would only work like on a harder doll, like a Blythe or something. Liquitex with airbrush. Yeah, that I just don't want to spend the money on an airbrush though, like right now, you know, so I'm trying to DIY it cheap. But yeah, I do want to try that out. And again, what I was saying is I wondered why when I've been doing searches for not alternatives to Mr. Super Clear, every time you like, if I go to Lowe's or the hardware stores here, Jay, Lowe's or Home Depot and stuff, there's all kinds of stuff that will stick to plastic primers, either in a spray can or, you know, a paint. Like we have one of the first things I looked at is we have this 1950s house, and the old gentleman who lived here before us, he had tiled our entire kitchen in plastic tiles. And when I say entire, I mean also the ceiling. And it is ugly tile. It's not even cute like white subway tile. So I was like, for years, everybody told me we were going to have to tear it out because nobody could paint it. But that's not true because I bought a primer, a white primer that sticks to plastic, and I tested it and it stuck just fine. So now if I can keep those ugly tiles up but make them all nice and white, and then they will be more like subway tiles. Yeah, they did the ceiling, Marna. It's disgusting. I'll take a picture and send it to you if you want. It's like, and everybody in the neighborhood knew that we had bought when we moved in. Oh, how do you like that ceiling? They'd ask me. And every time we have a repair person or somebody come in there, like, yeah. So that's one of the many projects that I have stalled on over the years. But I do want to. So, and it stuck great, and it was hard plastic tile, and I didn't even prep. I didn't even wash it or like clean out the grout or anything. I just slapped that crap right on there. So there's got to be, and I know they make like vinyl primer for like boats and stuff that is flexible. What was he hiding? I was told that people used to do that in the olden times, not the ceiling, but at least the walls, because they were easy to clean the grease off of. According to my father-in-law, Mr. Super Clear is the same stuff he used to use when he used to work in advertising to make banners to glue stuff to plastic. Really? So it's been around longer than I thought, huh? So yeah, so I just don't know. I guess the other problem is obviously Mr. Super Clear is clear, but if you want to if you want to prime with a painter, you're going to be ending up painting the whole darn doll, which I am also not really looking toward. I mean, I just want to paint the faces. I don't really want to blush bodies or anything like that. So, I mean, again, it all seems a lot easier with the Blythes because their faces are hard plastic. You can even just like sand them down with a fine sand thing. It's just the vinyl squishy that you need that flexibility to. And they, acrylic is supposedly flexible, but it still can come off. But yeah, the key is to work in very light layers with paint, not just glop it on. But I don't know. So that was just what we were discussing when you came in. So how are things going with you, Marna? How is your knitting coming? You spray and run. Yeah, I would spray and run too. I just can't be messing around with chemicals right now. Just, you guys know why. I don't, all three of you know why. So, yeah, I just don't want to add to any of my burden right now with that. So I'm just looking for, so I gotta kind of shelve the, I gotta shelve the face ups for a little bit and just focus on the clothes. But Marna, look at my thing. Look at it. Look at it. You did your nails. So if you're still having trouble with drop stitches, do a Google search for how to deal with drop stitches. Because when I was learning to knit, that was like one of my, and remember, I used YouTube to teach myself, and there are a couple really good videos on, yes, my poor sewing machine. There are a couple really good close-up instructional videos on the YouTube about how to deal with drop stitches, and so that, because now when I drop stitches, I don't even panic. I just pick them back up, and even if I've dropped them really far, I just fix them all the way up and stuff. And those videos on YouTube will show you, so you won't be as stressed out when you drop the stitches if you're still having a problem with that. Yeah, I bought a service repair manual online for this model, and I got the feet working, and then now the pattern selector dial is broken, and I don't know if I'll be able to solve it. You want to do a hat or a dress for dolls, of course. Yes, I should do some more of that too. If my sewing machine ends up broken, maybe I'll like broken, and I have to save up for some, like either a used newer one, or maybe I'll do a little bit more knitting and stuff this winter instead. But instead of just hand sewing. But both of them hurt my hands. I love to hand sew and I love to knit, but it hurts. This thumb especially it's really sore and gets very weak and sore. So I was hoping the sewing machine would help with that, but and the other thing is I saw I want to try, I saw a method that you could set up, that you could use your iPhone or your phone as a webcam. So I was thinking of trying to do that, because I have a tall, okay, you guys know my room is still a freaking nightmare. So I have a big tall tripod that I could put over. I either need to buy one of those the ones that clip onto your desk and then you can direct down, or maybe I could use my I have a smaller tripod. Maybe I could use my cell phone as the webcam and then like record it, and then I could do some more like instructional videos or just process videos, really, because who am I to teach? But and then I showed the beginning of the stream, I started out saying that I was trying to make a doll wig for my Cindy Lou Who, and I've never done the glue head method, but I forgot to put plastic underneath it. Oh, hey there, Grace. I forgot to put plastic underneath it before I put the fabric down in the glue. And this is tacky glue on top, so this could be a problem. So that was stupid of me. So we're just catching up on what everybody's working on. Grace, what are you working on this weekend? Did you have a good weekend? I think it should peel up. If it doesn't peel up, I'll pull off the fabric and I'll just glue the hair right down to the head. It's going to be fine, but yeah, that was stupid of me. I forgot that very important step. And I was also telling Jay earlier that this is just par for the course for me, because yesterday not only did I fix my machine, then it broke again. I also fell down the stairs last night and almost like destroyed my ankle. I'm very lucky. So falling down the stairs, breaking my machine, forgetting to put the freaking plastic on the head before, it's just typical of a big tripod with a ring light and a clip that holds the phone. Ellie says, it is trashy, but does the job. It was around $15. Yeah, I'm lucky I didn't end up on crutches again, because I've sprained both of my ankles so badly with torn ligaments that I had to be on crutches. Well, that's what I'm hoping for, Ellie, is that it'll just come right off with when I take the fabric off. Did you find anything good this weekend? Did you go shopping? Did you find any good finds that we should know about and be jealous of? Yeah, it did suck. And the dogs, the reason I went downstairs is because the dogs were bugging me to go out, like they were desperate. And so there I am, like wailing and screaming. My husband's like freaking out, trying to figure out if I need help to get up or not. And I don't know, because I don't know if I can put weight on my ankle or not. And the dogs are jumping around me like crazy, still insisting to go out. I was like, oh, I was like, take the dogs outside and give me a minute. And so he actually did not need to help me up. I could bear weight. It's all okay, luckily, but it could have been really bad. I have really steep steps. It's a Cape Cod style house with the attic has been, turned into, not even turned into, I think they just built it in with 2 upper bedrooms, but only 1 bathroom in this house. And the steps are really steep. So I'm lucky, but it was not so great. You got lots of stuff? Okay, well, I'm already jealous because I just got my last doll that I purchased. And well, no, there's one I'm waiting for that Marna knows about for a special something. And it is now out of customs, Marna, so it's going to be here soonish. So that's good. And hopefully maybe next week or the week after that. It's just, but when I was getting that sewing machine part, it was stuck in Indianapolis for like 3 days. So see, Marna, you feel my pain, quite literally. 1 bathroom. It's the worst. It's the worst. We had a basement that we were, when we first moved in, it was nice and dry, and we remodeled it, and we had our living room down there, our family room, and we put in an area for a bathroom, and then a tropical storm came through and damaged there was so much water, it damaged the walls, and it has never been dry since, and so our entire renovation is wasted. So that's, oh, your stuff is stuck again. Yeah, it's frustrating. And it's not just from China. Like I ordered the mini Blythe. It hasn't even moved to customs yet. It's just stuck in, like, I don't even think it hasn't even made it out of I don't even know if it's made it even on its way to customs yet. It's just been sitting there. And I think I ordered that like, oh, you only have 1 bathroom too? Oh my God. See, all you guys understand our pain. And this, it sucks and Jay, you've got so many people living there right now. Oh my God. Oh, Jay, you must have it worse than, you definitely have it worse than me with all the people in your house right now, because it's just 3 of us here and it's bad enough. So you're always like trying to, you got to go and you're like, oh my God, somebody's just beat you to it. And you're like, oh, hurry up. So frustrating. Oh, so Ellie's lucky. She has 3 bathrooms. Marna worked on a bit of her Cindy Lou. She did a dress for a creepy clown and worked on a dress for a mini Blythe. And Jay has 6 people in the house with 1 bathroom. Oh my God, Jay. Oh my God, Jay. Well, I will not complain anymore. I'll just think, oh, Jay's got it worse. And Marna knows that too. 5 in 1 house with 1 bathroom. The lady next door, she raised 8 kids in that house with 1 bathroom. I don't even know. Especially, okay, so I mean, it's bad enough normally, but like when the stomach bug is passing through the house, what the heck? That's the worst. Like, how does, oh God, how do you guys even, I don't know. So when are we going to have a creepy clown challenge, Marna? Or a cute clown challenge or a, I don't know. Why haven't we haven't had it? We haven't, or have you guys already had a clown challenge and I just missed out on it? Oh my God. So see, you guys all know my pain. All right. So that's 6 in one bathroom. The January Dolls Gone Goth. The Creepy Clowns is a January. Oh. Well, duh. How did I miss that? All right. I'm going to put that on my calendar now. So stupid. So you mean I could do a creepy clown for January 16th is what you're telling me right now. Let's go put it over here. January 16th. Creepy. Oops. Creepy clown. Wait. I better put the hashtag so I know it's a Dolls Gone Goth Creepy Clown. When everybody comes home from work, though, Jay, it's a run to the bathroom, isn't it? Okay. Grace, you can make a happy clown. You don't have to make a creepy clown. I bet you just need to make a clown, right? Just whatever kind of clown you want. I don't always follow the rules on these challenges. I just do something similar. Like my sexy pilgrim wasn't very sexy. So, but she was a pilgrim. Well, now what kind of doll should I do? I don't have a lot of dolls, so now I can't make all. I could do, I have an unused faceplate. Okay, I have an unused faceplate for when I did my first goth challenge with you guys. When I first found you guys, I did that goth doll with the wig and stuff. But I bought, and that was not a Blythe doll, but an Icy doll, and I have a spare faceplate. But then I don't have a body for her. So I guess I should just like suck it up and buy a new Blythe. See, that's the one good thing, Jay, when I say to my husband, well, because I don't have any commission work right now. So if I don't, because as a freelancer, there's long periods of dry spells where I don't have any money. And then I have to ask my husband for help to buy dolls. And he doesn't really like dolls. But if I say, well, honey, it's for a video challenge and that's good for my YouTube content, which will help grow my algorithm, then I can usually get him to help me out. So, because it's business, right? So, that's okay, Ellie, because I still like watching all your Barbie stuff anyway and everything else and all your collections anyway. So, yeah. Honestly, it just, the challenges, especially when things aren't going well, having something to plan that is just purely fun and is not tied up to business or anything else is really helpful. So, I like even if I don't I was making something for I was going to make a steward, so not an airline flight attendant. I was going to make a stewardess, like an old school stewardess for my Blythe Dolls for Tammy's travel challenge that she just had, and that's what I was doing this blouse pattern for. But I just, with everything going on, I just couldn't get it done. But I'll still, I still have the pattern made up and I might still make the outfit someday, but I was working on it and I had something to focus on instead of bad shit, So to me, whether I actually finish the challenge or not, or participate or not, A, I have something to look forward to when I see everybody else's, and B, I have something to work on with a deadline, because I have ADHD, and if I don't have deadlines that are like imposed by somebody else, I tend to not get them done. And so so I love the challenges, whether I may finish it. I mean, I still haven't technically finished Maleficent, so yeah, whether I finish them or not, or I just love the community, and I love seeing what everybody comes up with, and I have something to think about, and I have something to plan towards, or if I can't get it done, I get something to watch that I know is guaranteed content. Yeah. So, hush. There's nobody there. No, there's nobody there. Oh, you're so vicious. Oh, you're so vicious. Yeah, yeah, that's, I mean, and it is a way to definitely cross generate traffic and stuff. So I just love them, and I always thank you guys for doing them, and I'm going to thank you again for doing them. The last year has been really difficult. And the doll community and the challenges has like got me crafting again and lifted me up from my own dark problems, and I really appreciate that. So, well, Ellie, you're like doing your whole doll story and stuff. So Ellie told me that she might next year be able to show us some of her doll stuff that she works on in Bulgarian, and she might have English stuff for us to see, and I'm excited. So we can't let her forget about us English speakers. So we gotta bug Ellie to get her stuff up for us, or for me anyway, because I want to see them. So if you guys help me with the peer pressure, maybe she'll get to it when she has time. Right. You know, I'm dying to see your Barbie stories. I'm pressuring her. See, I'm a bad lady. Well, and so many people don't like dolls. I mean, like my sister, okay. My sister likes Barbies. We had Barbies, but she doesn't like Blige. They kind of scare her. And my husband thinks that dolls are creepy. And I don't know anybody else. And like my other girlfriends, they didn't even play with dolls when they were little. And I'm like, how did you not play? So it's like people think, you know, they think doll people are weird. And so it's like really awesome to find people who get it. Because you don't always have that support around you. Like I said, my husband really thinks dolls are creepy, and he doesn't even really and he especially doesn't like that scary Halloween doll I did. That she's behind my makeshift doll shelves that I've got going on, and he's like, "Oh my God, she's standing there facing the wall like the Blair Witch." He's like, he's being very good to buy me dolls, and oh goody, Ellie, that's great. I'm glad it's going to be easy, and then we get to see some of that, and I'm excited. So especially, yeah, I mean, but I was complaining to Jay that there was like less content right now. So you guys get on it. I know everybody's busy with the holidays and stuff. I found some, when I was making bags, when I was crocheting bags, apparently I picked up some fabric in, I'm going to go get it. Hold on. So apparently I had all this fabric and I didn't realize it, and it was from Goodwill, and I had bought it for bag lining, and I forgot that I had it. That's what happens when you have an office craft room like mine, you forget. So this is like would have been really good for fall, and it's a teeny tiny polka dot print, would have been perfect for dresses for dolls. But I found that I had this one, so I want to make a couple Christmas dresses, but I was hoping I could do that with my sewing machine, but it's now broken. And I also had this, but it's got a pretty big print. And apparently this, I had zero idea that I had this. So if I could get that sewing machine, I really want to try to do at least like 2 Christmas dresses. I don't want to hand sew them, but I will at least try one before the end of December. Whose sister? Who's Elise's sister? Who are you asking that, Marna? Future challenge. You're stuck for what? Future challenge ideas, or you're stuck for a challenge that you need to work? You mean, are you talking about like something you need an idea for a challenge that is already set, or you need an idea for upcoming challenges? Mine? No. No, my sister is not a YouTuber and not a doll person and not no. She's not mine. I think I mentioned that on that one channel where you thought she was my sister and I said she wasn't my sister. I think we both have the same first name though. Oh, Tammy's word for this month is future. Well, obviously you could do a robot. You could do I didn't know hers was future. I probably won't get to Tammy's because I have to do. So I have. Thank you, Grace. Yeah, it was sort of like an early Christmas present to myself because when I started trying to go through, I'm trying to go through this whole office and then I'm giving a lot of stuff back to Goodwill and yeah, I'd forgotten that I'd bought all that. Yeah, aliens. Oh, Back to the Future. That's good. We could do like an astronaut or something, like or if you have Star Trek, do you have any Star Trek dolls or any, you can't do Star Wars dolls because technically they are from a galaxy far, far away and a long time ago. But you could do Star Trek dolls if you have them. But only if you have original series dolls because I stan Captain Kirk and Mr. Spock and Bones. So no, I'm kidding. Any Star Trek stuff. I have a little stuffed animal, Endorian, but he's not really a doll, so I guess I couldn't really show that. He's a stuffy. What else is in the future? I don't know, just a crazy costume or no Star Trek. Ellie, don't you have those little alien dolls? Those in that collection? Who had those little alien dolls? One of you guys do. The ones that are discontinued. The alien line that like have jelly in their legs or like something with the transparent legs or... Oh, you've done aliens before. Novi stars. So you could all show your Novi stars. Or Dune, if you have any Dune related stuff, because that's hot right now and it's set in the future. Holographic fabric. Does anybody have a Barbarella doll? Now that would be awesome. Ooh, which ones did you get, Grace? I don't have anything future. Oh, okay. Well, that's cool too. Barbie and Ken Star Trek dolls. You did show your Novi Star collection, Jay. Okay. Marna, you don't have any Star Trek dolls? So 2 things, guys. I'm going to keep hosting this for a little while longer, but my son and my husband are probably going to be coming home at some point. My husband runs a record show and they were working that today. So if my phone rings or if they come home, I'm going to go. So it might be sudden. I don't want to be rude, but like if my phone is ringing and stuff, I'll just kind of like wave by and pick up the call and like turn off the chat. So I wonder what else could be. future. Zardos. Was he in the future? That would be fun to do. I would make I would totally do a custom Zardos doll. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about with Shauna Connery, you totally need to look that up because it is the most absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, the absolute most ridiculous. Zardos. I'm trying to think of what other properties there would be. Yeah, but Star Wars technically are not, they're technically a far, far, long ago in a galaxy far, far away. So technically that isn't, it's space, but it's not technically future. Zardos, yeah, Zardos. Oh my God. But wouldn't a custom Zardos Sean O'Connery doll be like the most amazing thing ever? Come on. You know it would be. With that outfit? Oh yeah. Yeah, so what else could be? I mean, robot would be a really fun thing to make, a robot doll. Yeah, I'm always down to seeing Star Trek. I have a signed William Shatner thing that I went to a Star Trek con and I had Shatner sign a picture and a Borat doll. Oh my gosh. And that's coming up at the end of this month, right? Future Tammy's challenge? Yeah, I'm just not going to be able to. I want to get my dolls gone goth. I want to get Cindy and the Nightmare done in case, because I have like a surgery coming up and I'm not sure if it's going to be this month or early January. And so I don't think, so I need to like, hush. So I need to figure out. Okay. So I probably have to like limit what I do just because I don't know like how good I'm going to be feeling, surgery. And I'm not exactly sure yet. Hopefully I get the date tomorrow when I'm going to go and when I get the surgery and stuff. So, and that's the other reason I wanted my sewing machine up because it's a lot faster to sew with a machine and then by hand so I could get these challenges done. Shh, it's just the neighbors. No, come back. No, they're not coming. Our houses are like, our driveways are right next to each other. And our houses are close because we live in this little 1950s suburban neighborhood. So she freaks out every time she hears my neighbors. She's hoping it's the boys coming home, but come here, Sabrina. Come here. Cindy Lou is December 23rd. All right. Well, that one shouldn't be too hard because I'm doing, for me anyway, because I'm just doing the little, no, I got to close that down. A minute. That was the wrong thing. I'm doing the little toddler version from the original animated movie in the book. So it's just a simple pink dress with the frill at the bottom and the frill at the neck. It's just mainly, and I'm not even doing a face up because her face is perfect. So it's really just the hair. That's why I'm starting it now. All right, let me put that on the calendar. Cindy Lou Who. Marna, which one are you doing? Are you doing like the kid one from the live version, or are you doing the one from the Seuss, or are you doing the Cindy Lou from the new animated one, or are you doing your own Cindy Lou Who? That glue is getting drier and drier. You can just see where the thicker parts are still wet. So the moment of truth will come. And this is how I have it propped up on a couple of things of spools of thread. Eyelashes, eyebrows, and lesser lips. Marna, have you done a video on how you attach the eyebrows to, when you get those cheapy fake glides, the cheapy ones, and I know you redo their eyelashes. Have you done a video actually showing that process yet? because I still need to put eyelashes on one of my Blythes. Oh, yeah, that's right. It was the contest. I forgot. So you're not supposed to tell. Shh. I'll have to go look back through your videos then and see if I can see it, because if I make a trip to the dollar store, you can get fake eyelashes at the dollar store, can't you? I'm thinking they're not easy. Well, that's not encouraging. Although mine isn't the same kind of Blythe. It's the darker skin Blythe that I did my pilgrim. She needs eyelashes. So I think, and she's built a slightly different than the cheapy cheapies. Okay. So if I could get some cheap, I don't really want to spend a lot of money on eyelashes, especially if I mess it up. So maybe I could find some at the Dollar Tree maybe, or Dollar General. I guess Walmart, but and then what glue do you use? Do you just use like a tacky glue or something, or do you use like super glue? So it just takes one lash, so you cut it in half? I'll definitely get it at Dollar Tree then. So if I use tacky glue, would that work? If I used Aileen's tacky glue? Aileen's original tacky glue. That's how I always, Aileen. Do you think Aileen was from Texas? Because that name, Aileen, cut in half. Okay. And how many eyelashes do you get? Is it just like one pair for $1, or is it more? Just curious. Okay. Aileen's would be fine. You dogs really want the boys to come home. I know, but they're not coming home yet. I know, not yet. Soon. Very soon I'll get a phone call and they're saying they're on their way. One pair for $1. Now the real question is, Marna, would you put them on your own eyes? Are they good enough quality that you would actually use them for your own eyes? Or are they sketch? That's what I want to know. Are they sketchy? Or do you think they would be okay? Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Yeah, lay down. They're not home yet. They're not home yet. They're not home yet. They're not home yet. You want to come on, Mommy? Want to come see Mommy? Come here. Come here. Come back up here. Stop running after all the noises. Stop. I know. Shh, stop. Stop it. You're okay. I have like, I mean, unless I was on TV or something, I always, with glasses and then having eye allergies or like bad hay fever, I could never wear eyelash. I don't know how girls do it. I don't know how they wear their false eyelashes and it doesn't bug them, or they're not always rubbing their eyes and like. And it looks easy. And then does it hurt when you rip the glue off your eyes and stuff? And then, I don't know. It just seems like a mess. It just seems like it will be a mess, dog. Yeah, I know. Should we do an eyelash challenge, Marna, where we put on fake lashes? Should we? Should we do a fake eyelash challenge? Yeah, I mean, maybe if I wore contacts, but they would always, I already have to have them shoved up over my giant nose hump, my glasses, and then they're really close to my face. And then, Marna, we could do it. Have you guys done a, magnetic eyelashes with magnetic eyeliner? You hated it? Oh, you glued a pair on and hated it. Grace, do they bother you when you wear them, or are they easy? Like, do they not bother you? Ellie hated it. I don't even really like the feeling. I mean, when I was younger, obviously, when I was young and single and on the prowl, I wore the makeup. I did. But now that I'm old and on the shelf. Yes. We don't bother with that around here. We got more important things to do. Yes. Marna, have you guys done like a Dollar Tree challenge yet? For dolls? Is it raining? Yeah, it's raining. Try to make an outfit with some random stuff that you find at the, try to make an outfit or something with random finds from the dollar store. What do you think about that? What do you think about that, dog? Would it all be sock dresses? What if it was random finds at the Dollar Tree, but socks weren't allowed? No socks. Yes. You've done videos like that. Well, I'll have to go back and look, Marna. I'll have to go back and look. I loved the burlap challenge. Every single one of what you guys came up with was freaking amazing. Yeah, that's true. They would. They would. Oh, are you finally coming to see me? Here, you go down. Let me see your sister. Come here. Hey, bud, come here. You think something bad's going to happen to you. Nothing bad is going to happen to you. Oh, my God. Fine. Go lay down. Go lay down. The other dog thinks that I'm going to do something mean and evil to her if I pick her up, apparently. All right. Well, what if we do a Dollar Tree challenge next year, but we allow socks? Or whatever the equivalent is in Europe as well. Yeah, that was a hard one for me to pick. I don't even remember who I picked now. Was it Jay? Did I pick you, Jay? I might have picked you. No, I don't know. Maybe I couldn't pick. Jay's was so romantic. No, I picked Marna. I did. I picked Marna because Marna's hats were so freaking cute. I couldn't stand it. Jay's was so romantic, and Marna had the cutest hats, and she did the hand stitching on the burlap. So yeah, I remember that's why I picked Marna. Sorry, Jay. And then I loved what Beth did, but she used her burlap was so nice. I didn't like it was such a nice quality burlap ribbon that I was like, I mean, it was gorgeous, but you know, everything she makes is gorgeous. But I was like, I don't know. I know Jay's was so romantic and pretty, and Beth's used a tight weaved burlap rather than that loose stuff. So I was like, did you pick Marna too? Yeah. The hats were so cute. Oh my God. Yeah. And then Creative 404, she made a burlap sack dress, right? Yeah, that's right. I think that's what it was. See, I remember that one was very memorable. You all did amazing on that one. So, all right. So we'll do a Lev dollar store, dollar store. Maybe we'll do a Lev store dollar store next year, and we'll try to do something creative. You know, it might be fun at some point, you guys, to do something that's like not just clothes or outfits or dolls, but actually like accessories. Like, if you look on their channels, Grace, and you look up the burlap, they're really cute. If you're just interested in what they came up with, they were so pretty. Yeah, because you did the big loose weave, but I bet that Alexa and It's Alexa at Creative 404, right? And then Beth did a tighter weave burlap, so that would have been easier to stitch through. But what if we did like a doll accessory challenge at some point? Like where we craft something for the dolls. That's not just sewing. I know other people do those kind of challenges, but oh, Alexandra. Yeah, I was wrong. It is, you're right. It is not it, but I had the right A idea. I had the right A. I mean, around a holiday or something, like, I don't know. I'm not saying we have to do this, or maybe I'll host something at some point someday, but like, because people who can't sew, maybe like, you know how Happy Hoarder just did that like tablescape stuff? Maybe we do like tablescapes for dolls. And so people who already have doll furniture or can just set up something, you know, I don't know, something that does involved with dolls, but isn't just sewing or showing, that they might already have stuff for with their accessories, or that they would like to craft and make, maybe. Among all the millions of other challenges. Do you guys all watch My Froggy stuff? I'm like obsessed with all of her makes for the dolls and stuff. And so maybe other people who don't know how to sew but craft other things might want to, I don't know, and could do something. Except look at how many people you guys are teaching to sew because of these challenges too. I mean, I made that bed for the Lissa's sleeping and I do plan to make more doll things for the dolls, but and better quality than the bed I made. So, because that's just my first piece. And so I would love to. So Ellie, you watch My Froggy stuff and Dolls Rescued. Marna says she watches her subscribers. You are so good. You're so good, Marna. You're so good. Yeah, I've been watching My Froggy stuff before, like for years, and even when I wasn't really collecting dolls, and then because I like crafting and making little things, you know, too. So I don't know. That might be fun to do just for, maybe I'll host that challenge at some point if, you know, or something. Maybe next year after I'm healed up for my surgery or something. You made a bed on Friday. Are you going to make a video of that? Because I want to make a doll. You know, I don't have any good backgrounds and stuff for my dolls. You guys always have like such a nice video, but I'm just so lazy. Eventually I want to do just like a, you know how Beth did that like doll half box, you know, background for, I want to do something like that and put some furniture in it. And Little Bird Blythe made a fold up Blythe room. I'm going to write that down and look for it later. I don't know if I saw that. Little Bird. Yeah, because I love like doll dioramas and stuff. Okay, good, because I want to try to make another bed, because I was literally like a last minute thing with what I had on hand, which was and I didn't put enough cardboard, so I'd actually like to do it over, make it thicker, and because I have a lot of cardboard in this room, as you can see. Did I need to recycle? Sounds awesome, Marna. You did? Did you seal it or just paint it, or how did you? Oh, well, I'll just wait for the video. Oh, I'm excited now because I want to make another. Maybe you'll inspire me to make a second bed. I just wanted a little thicker. I should have used 2 layers of cardboard instead of just 1. Oh, wouldn't that be cool? That's a good challenge. Everybody could do you know, everybody's got. Hey, Lissa. we're just brainstorming. Maybe we should try to do, somebody should try to host a challenge where we do accessories for dolls, like we create accessories for dolls. And Marna, Jay just suggested that we do maybe a doll bed. And I think that would be really super fun. But Ellie already made one just now. So maybe when we see Ellie's video, when she gets it up, we'll all be inspired and then want to do that challenge. Yes, yes, you must inspire us, Ellie. So, because, you know, I made my very first bed because of your challenge, but I want to actually like do a different one because I didn't use enough cardboard. I don't think it was thick enough, and I want to make a second one. So if we did a doll bed challenge, and then people who want to sew could sew really cute bed stuff, and everybody's got cardboard lying around. So, Lissa, I'm jealous of your looks doll that you just got, because I only have the 3 now, and I want all of them. Oh, we'll see. Yay. But we probably have to do it next year, though. So, because, well, we do it whenever you guys want to, but I probably wouldn't be able to do it till next year because I have some health things that I need to deal with at the end of this month and early next month that might put me out of commission. So, for a few days or whatever. So, I would probably, and we already have challenges now. So, yeah, he is handsome. Like, I've seen him on Instagram and stuff, and I was like, but he looked so much better in your video than he does in pictures. I bet he looks even better in real life. I'm just hoping that maybe like after, now that they have like the second, well, I don't know. I'm hoping that I can find him on sale or something, or I don't even mind getting him used and nude. Because I just want the dolls, you know, I don't really care if they're in the box and pristine and stuff. All right, so Ellie, you get yours up, and then we'll be all more inspired. And then next year we'll pick a date and we'll do a doll bed challenge. And then we could sew some really pretty bedding, and we could make it out of foam board, or we could make it out of cardboard, or if people are really fancy, they could make it out of wood. Yeah, I have been looking like religiously on, so I signed up for the Mattel doll like membership thing. So if he comes around for the membership price, and I look on like Mercari religiously, but everything's a little, it's either like $25 up to $50. It's like ridiculous. And on eBay too. So, but you do get better deals on Mercari because people, or 3D printed, exactly, Marna. How can I forget Darren's wizardry on the 3D printer? That would be awesome too. Oh, I bet he could make you a canopy bed that we'd all be jealous of. Yes, any size doll. All right, who's going to be in charge of hosting that one so that we can have somebody to plan it later? Do you guys want to do it? Do you want me to do it? Does Ellie want to do it? You could even make a cradle for a baby doll if you were really inclined and handy. Or buy a cradle for a baby doll. I mean, doing one with like slats of popsicle sticks and like square dowels and stuff would be fairly easy, you know, because a lot of I watch a lot of miniature channels, and but if you're talking like once you start getting into bigger dolls. Oh, okay, good. I was just thinking because like so many people, a lot of people are intimidated by sewing, but a lot of people also just craft, and they already have crafting things like hot glue and cardboard around, and you know, it could be. And all kinds of different beds. sleigh beds and 4 posters and yeah, Alyssa, do you want to be the host? Who wants to be the host? Raise your hands and we could have co-hosts. Who wants to be the I'll do it if nobody else wants to, but I might not be feeling so well. Depending on when we do it, what time of year we end up doing it. So who's the hostess with the mostest for the doll beds? Oh, that's a cute idea. Bunk bed for your mini Blythe. Oh my God, that's cute. Yay, Lissa. Okay, so Lissa, next year we're going to do it, all right? Yay. Oh, now you're really cooking with some ideas. Jay, or we could do a challenge that involves making something for a doll out of question mark. Not in January though. Not in January though, Lissa. Okay, because I'm not going to be feeling well in January. Could we do it like after January? I will do it in January if we have to, but I'd prefer after January. Yeah, I'll do mine out of. I don't have any shoe boxes, Jay. I could make a shoe box. Yeah, it's really like when I made that bed for Lissa's challenge, I just did cardboard and I just sealed it with Mod Podge and then painted it, glued it with hot glue. It was like super easy. And then I just sewed the bedding. That was fun. Yeah, it's like crazy. The holidays and then recovering from the holidays is crazy. You don't want to just limit it to cardboard, Marna, because then Darren can't make a cool bed out of his Okay, but we're gonna do okay, cardboard, yes. Any size bed, cardboard, and the bedding. Any kind of bedding. It's gotta have bedding. Well, maybe it doesn't have to bedding. I don't know. Good, because yeah, because now I have an excuse to make another doll bed because I wasn't happy. I mean, I liked that my doll bed is fine and it works, but I wanted to try it again. So this will be exciting. And so thank you guys for like being on board with this. Oh, I got you, Marna. I understand. Yeah, I mean, some people really prefer like foam board for doll furniture and stuff. Okay, so the doll bed can be anything, but then we'll do a material specific challenge for dolls for another challenge, right? Is that what we're agreeing to here? Yeah, I was going to say, because if we just do a cardboard bed, then Darren can't do his magic. Okay, cool. This will be fun. I think this will help some people who are more intimidated by the sewing and stuff to try their crafting skills out for their dolls. You know? Because a lot of people show lots of dolls, but, you know, if they craft other kinds of crafting, then they might like to get in on this one too. That might be fun for them. So, and I need a new bed anyway. No. So my machine and my sewing machine and your 3D printer are out for the count, huh? Totally. None of my dolls fall out of Marna stands. They all fall out of, all the Barbies fall out of the stupid Barbie stands they send, but none of them fall out of Marna stands. So all right, you guys, I would stay in chat all night, but I'm expecting my husband to call me any second, and the dogs need to use the go answer the call of nature, as it were. And I'm leaving so pumped and excited that we just like we got a new challenge that Lissa's gonna host. So that's super exciting. Thank you so much, Lissa. That'll be really fun. I'm really excited for that. I'm so glad you guys all like happened to be free and got to stop by and cheer me up today. I thank you so much for stopping by. This is so nice. I will. I got to be careful on my steps. And my son runs down them like full tilt. So now I'm going to be even more anxious. All right, guys. Excellent. That's so awesome. Lissa, thank you. And I'll be watching all your videos this week. So have a wonderful week, everybody. Stay safe. Don't go too crazy with holiday planning. And I'm going to end the stream before my dogs die from desperation. So good night, Ellie. Goodbye, everybody else. Have a lovely evening. Bye, guys.